Hey everyone! As I was sitting down to tackle my weekly tasks, I found my hands idle and my mind wandering. I started thinking about the Ofu situation that unfolded yesterday, and it sparked something in me. So, I decided to jot down my thoughts and analyze the situation from a neutral perspective. Now, I want to be clear. This is my personal opinion. I'm not here to hurt or offend anyone, nor am I trying to sway your views about Ofu. I'm just sharing my thoughts on the matter, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt. With that said, let's dive in. Ofu cheating case. A personal and comprehensive perspective. The recent controversy surrounding Ofu, a top player in Ragnarok Mobile, has sent ripples through the community. Ofu's alleged use of illegal programs in the game has left many players, including myself, both shocked and disheartened. As a prominent figure in the game, a streamer, and a high-spending player, Ofu has been a leader in multiple competitive aspects. However, the discovery of his alleged cheating introduces a complex mix of emotions. While I never fully aligned with Ofu's approach, I respected his dominance in the game. Yet, I find it disheartening that someone with his level of success would still resort to using illegal methods to gain an advantage. The competitive advantage and its impact. The nature of the illegal programs Ofu used has been a point of great debate. In a game like Ragnarok Mobile, where competitive edge is determined by strategic gameplay, knowing key details like what element armor opponents are wearing or their precise hit or flee stats can be decisive in high-stakes PvP events. This type of insight allows a player to plan their attacks and defenses with meticulous accuracy, leaving opponents at a severe disadvantage. In a game where split-second decisions and the smallest stat boosts matter, this extra knowledge, gained through illegal means, gave Ofu a clear competitive edge that was otherwise unattainable. Even if Ofu didn't directly use this program during PvP matches, its use in PvE events to gather resources or optimize farming still provided him with benefits that would indirectly impact his competitive standing. Faster farming, better gear acquisition, and an overall more efficient gameplay cycle would inevitably lead to further in-game power, contributing to his already dominant position. This reinforces the idea that, while some players were working hard to earn their place through legitimate means, Ofu may have been able to accelerate his progress in ways that others simply couldn't match. Psychological analysis of Ofu's behavior. Reflecting on Ofu's personality, there are certain traits I've noticed that could help explain why he chose to engage in such unethical behavior, despite his already overwhelming success. To many, including myself, Ofu has always exuded a sense of arrogance and overconfidence. In some ways, he has positioned himself as someone who feels the need to be listened to and followed, as though his opinions and actions were beyond reproach. This overconfidence could stem from the level of influence and control he wields in both the game and its community. His tendency to flex and show off, whether through his accomplishments, wealth, or gameplay, has always hinted at a degree of narcissism. Narcissistic individuals often seek admiration and validation, which could explain why, despite already leading in so many areas, Ofu would still feel the need to seek additional advantages through illicit means. The fact that Ofu purchased high-value accounts, such as Mbem's account and what appears to be one of Apache's support accounts, Botakbiadab, further illustrates his desire to control every aspect of his gaming experience. For Ofu, it seems, this wasn't just about skill or competition anymore. It was about ensuring that every possible avenue for dominance was covered, even if that meant bending the rules. From a psychological point of view, this behavior could indicate a fear of losing his status. Despite being at the top, there may have been a constant pressure for Ofu to maintain his superiority, which led him to make unethical choices to stay ahead. His ego and sense of entitlement might have convinced him that using illegal programs was justified if it helped him secure victory. For someone like Ofu, winning is everything, and any tool, ethical or not, that ensured his success could have seemed like a rational choice. Economic and ethical implications. There's an important economic dimension to this case as well. As a premium player who spends heavily on the game, Ofu represents significant value to the developers. His in-game spending, along with the visibility he brings as a streamer, makes him a central figure in the community. However, this creates a dilemma for the developers. While maintaining fair play is critical to preserving the integrity of the game, losing a player like Ofu, who is both a major financial contributor and an influencer, could have negative economic implications for the game's ecosystem. Moreover, the cheating controversy has not harmed Ofu's visibility. On the contrary, there seems to be an increasing number of subscribers and followers drawn to the drama and controversy surrounding his actions. This highlights a curious phenomenon in online communities, where even negative attention can lead to increased engagement. In this case, Ofu's notoriety has only grown, demonstrating the paradox of how scandals can sometimes enhance a player's influence, rather than diminish it. From an ethical standpoint, this poses a serious challenge for the developers. On one hand, they must address the unfair advantage gained through illegal means to uphold the game's competitive integrity. On the other hand, they face the pressure of not alienating a high-value player who significantly contributes to the game's revenue and community engagement. This tension between ethical fairness and economic benefit creates a complex issue that the developers must navigate carefully, ensuring that their decisions are transparent and just. Why did Ofu cheat? One of the most perplexing aspects of this situation is why Ofu, who was already leading in many sectors of the game, would feel the need to use illegal programs. From an external perspective, Ofu already had everything a player could aspire to: high rankings, in-game dominance, a large following, and considerable financial resources. So why risk it all? The answer could lie in the psychological pressures that come with being a top player. Even for someone in a dominant position, the fear of losing that status or being surpassed by others can be immense. For Ofu, cheating may have been a way to ensure that no one could challenge his superiority, reinforcing his position at the top of the hierarchy. Additionally, his personality traits, such as his overconfidence, desire for control, and tendency to show off, likely played a role in his decision to cheat. In his mind, maintaining his dominance, even through questionable means, may have felt like the natural course of action. For someone who prides themselves on being unbeatable, the allure of an illegal advantage might have outweighed the potential consequences. Who benefits and who loses? The parties that benefit. Ofu is the primary beneficiary. His use of illegal programs allowed him to gain a significant competitive edge, whether through access to critical information in PvP or faster farming and resource accumulation in PvE. This helped cement his dominance and further enhanced his in-game success. Spectators and drama enthusiasts also benefit, as the controversy surrounding Ofu has drawn more attention to his content. The growing number of subscribers and followers indicates that the community is intrigued by the scandal, reinforcing the idea that controversy can sometimes be profitable. The fallout from the Ofu cheating case has left various stakeholders, Ofu himself, the developers, and the broader player community, navigating a complex landscape of emotions, ethics, and reputational concerns. Moving forward requires thoughtful solutions that address the interests and grievances of each party, allowing them to move past this incident in a constructive manner. For Ofu, path to redemption. Ofu should issue a sincere public apology acknowledging his actions and their impact on the community. This should include an understanding of why his behavior was unacceptable and how it undermined the integrity of competitive gaming. Acknowledging the feelings of players who looked up to him is crucial in rebuilding trust. To regain credibility, Ofu could commit to playing transparently, perhaps even streaming his gameplay to show that he is now adhering to fair play. This can help rebuild trust with his audience and demonstrate a commitment to ethical gaming practices. Engaging with the community through Q&A sessions or discussions about his experiences can foster a dialogue. By opening up about the pressures he faced, he can help other players understand the importance of fair play and the ethical responsibilities that come with being a high-profile player. Ofu could consider using his platform to support charitable events, fundraisers, or community initiatives within Ragnarok Mobile. This could help shift the narrative around him from one of controversy to one of positivity and community support. For developers, strengthening integrity and trust. The developers should establish and communicate clear policies regarding cheating and the consequences for violators. This includes transparency about the investigation process and how decisions are made. A clear stance on unethical behavior will help reinforce community standards. Regular monitoring and updates. Implementing regular monitoring of player activity to detect suspicious behavior will deter cheating in the future. Regular updates about anti-cheat measures can also reassure players that the developers are taking the issue seriously. Community involvement. The developers could invite player feedback on proposed measures to ensure fairness and integrity in competitive play. By involving the community in discussions about policies and changes, they can build trust and foster a sense of collaboration. Educational initiatives. Providing resources and education about the importance of fair play can empower players. This could include workshops, guides, or forums where players can discuss ethics in gaming and the long-term benefits of maintaining a fair competitive environment. For grieving players, moving forward together. The community could establish support channels for players who feel affected by the incident. This can be a space for sharing feelings and discussing how the cheating scandal has impacted their gaming experience. Such support can help players process their emotions and feel connected to one another. Players should be encouraged to focus on positive aspects of competition, celebrating achievements and promoting camaraderie among players. Highlighting the accomplishments of players who uphold integrity can help shift the narrative away from negativity. Constructive feedback to developers. Encouraging players to provide constructive feedback to developers regarding their experiences and suggestions for improvement can lead to a more engaged community. This allows players to feel that their voices are heard and that they have a role in shaping the game's future. The community should collectively reinforce the values of fair play and integrity, celebrating those who compete honorably. Creating a culture that values ethics in gaming will help prevent similar issues from arising in the future. The Ofu cheating case has raised important questions about ethics, integrity, and the pressures of competitive gaming. However, by taking proactive steps, Ofu, the developers, and the player community can work toward healing and moving forward. For Ofu, embracing transparency, accountability, and community engagement can help rebuild trust. The developers can strengthen the game's integrity through clear policies and community involvement. Finally, grieving players can find solace and support in each other while promoting a culture of fairness. Together, these solutions can lead to a more positive and constructive gaming environment for all parties involved, ensuring that the lessons learned from this incident contribute to the growth and integrity of the Ragnarok Mobile community. Alright, everyone, as we wrap things up, I want to take a moment to reiterate that everything I've shared today has been just my personal opinion on the Ofu situation. I understand that many of you may or may not agree with my views, and that's completely okay. This is a platform for discussion, and I encourage diverse perspectives. Just remember to take everything I've said with a grain of salt. I also want to sincerely apologize if I stated any incorrect facts during this video. My intention was never to spread misinformation. Additionally, I'm genuinely sorry if any of my words may have offended Ofu or his fans. I recognize the passion and loyalty that the community has for its players, and I respect that deeply. One thing I want to make absolutely clear is that this video is not clickbait. I have no hidden agenda to boost my subscriber count or anything like that. This is just me, speaking honestly about something I care deeply about, sharing my concerns over this matter because I think it affects the integrity of the game. Ultimately, I'm sharing my thoughts because I care about this game and its future. I believe it's crucial that we address these issues head-on to ensure a healthy competitive environment for everyone involved. The integrity of the game is at stake, and that's something we all need to take seriously. As for Ofu, I know this is a tough pill to swallow, but you're the one who got caught in this situation. I genuinely hope for the best for you moving forward. This is a challenging moment, but it can also be an opportunity for growth and reflection. And to the developers, I truly hope you can make the right decisions going forward. It's vital to implement measures that not only uphold the integrity of the game, but also prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. The community is counting on you to take action and restore trust. Thank you all for watching, and for being part of this discussion. I really appreciate your engagement and your willingness to hear my thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Until next time, take care and keep playing.